don't think that, ordinarily speaking, commissioners, there is a national commissioner. There is a process to be followed, and accountability is ultimately to the minister and to the president. That's how a democratic system should work. Otherwise, you have anarchy. Police are supposed to be outside the political arena. Inside, they are not supposed to be factionalized. They are supposed to respect their command structures. They should not be behaving as if they are contending for political power.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our super gorgeous country. Now, before we enter into the beef between former President Jacob Zuma, the now president of MK, and the current president Cyril Ramaphosa, please, we're going to be on camera very soon, and I am not going to be on camera end of September as previously promised, because my September is already looking like a mess, like August is already a mess, hence I'm not able to deliver content the way I would like to. But the promise that I'm not going to turn back on is the one of end of October. We're certainly going to be on camera, and I'm hoping to bring the people who matter in the political space in those interviews. And don't forget to share your views in the comment section. As always, if time allows me, I'm certainly going to respond to your comments, but if it doesn't, I'm going to take time to respond to show that I appreciate your participation in my channel. And the next time you bump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full, as that support really goes a long way. And to those who are already watching my ads in full, guys, now back to what matters with this video. Let us read a post by MTN News. Zuma demands Ramaphosa resigns by Friday 10 a.m. or else. Former president and MK leader Jacob Zuma has intensified his standoff with President Cyril Ramaphosa, issuing a sharply worded legal demand for Ramaphosa's resignation. In a letter from KMS attorneys, Zuma accuses the president of violating the constitution and abusing his powers, particularly in recent appointments. The letter sent via Zuma's MK party demands Ramaphosa step down by 10 a.m. on Friday, August 8, or face legal action and possible nationwide protest. You see, this nationwide protest, I don't like the sound of that, I have to be honest, because I remember how KZN looked like, specifically KZN. I don't want to talk about other areas. You know, where I live, I saw the buildings that we used to go there as customers being in ashes. It was like somebody died in this area, and the worst could have happened because not much damage was done where I live. But do you know who protected it? I don't want to say it, because this whole thing, if I can say it, it was going to turn somehow, and this video is going to lose the context, and I don't want that. It's a story for another day. So let us continue reading. At issue is Ramaphosa's decision to place a police minister, Senzo Mchunu, on leave and appoint law professor Firoz Cachalia as acting minister, moves Zuma's team calls unlawful and obscure. This follows the Constitutional Court's dismissal of Zuma's challenge to the appointments, with his legal team now eyeing the High Court. The presidency has acknowledged the letter, with legal responses expected soon. As tensions between the two ANC veterans escalate, South Africans are left watching a dramatic power struggle unfolded. And also there's something that was said by Firoz Cachalia, and I was like, yeah. And I saw somebody, one political analyst sharing that video clip, and I think I'm going to bring this right at the end, that video clip at the end. He said, yo, sis Kebenga, because it did not sound like somebody who is supporting General Mkhwana's You said something and I was like, cha, what are you saying? Oh, why? Why are we here? Why are we talking like this? You know, anyway, I shared that, you know what, at the end of the day, when politicians are fighting, it is always good for them to fight, but don't affect the livelihoods of the people. I'm going to tell you, in my neighborhood, when we had these protests that year, what happened is that there are certain people who took it upon themselves to protect our small town, right? I'm not going to tell you who those are, because if I do that, it's going to turn somehow, I'm telling you. And then when they protected this, the areas where it didn't have the type of people that protected our own small town and the community, they did not have anywhere to shop, no food, nothing. People would drive from Pietermaritzburg to come and buy here. People will drive from Popomen to come and buy here. People will come from all different places to come and buy here because they destroyed their own. And they're now also complaining that, no, we shot ourselves on our foot, because what is happening? Where are we supposed to get the supplies that we need? And they said they will never do this again. So it is interesting how this protest is going to go, because the people were like, no, we didn't like this because it inconvenienced us. So hopefully if there is a protest, we are not going to see the destruction of infrastructure, this disruption of the lives of the people like we saw in July, because no matter which side you are on, that was not supposed to have happened like that. You see, when you see smokes going up, fire going up, buildings destroyed, businesses being torched, you see that, no, that was so traumatic. I remember driving from here to, when I say from here, that is intentional. When I say driving from here to Underberg and passing Bula, the buildings along the road were in ashes. I was like, my God, what is going on? So anyway, whatever beef that they have, they must make sure that they don't damage our lives. They must fight, but don't damage our lives. Anyway, guys, if you watched up to here, I'd like to say thank you for staying this far. I'm looking forward to reading your comments, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Do have yourself a fabulous day.